All right, but like I'm trying to explain to you before, there are certain laws, like if you're mentally ill and you're not yourself, and you came into the Navy fine, right? And within 2.5 years you're mentally ill, something happened when you got to your ship. If you made it through boot camp and A school, all right, no problem with learning your trade or going through boot camp. Which, like in what's the word for a metal jacket? If you ain't cut out for the military, you find out in boot camp, idiot. That's right. Right, that's what it's for, and find out if you can handle it or not. I handled that part just fine. I handled A school just fine, except I was falling asleep in class. Though that can be traced back to the car wreck, but it's hard to trace it because that's something neurological. And did kind of happen afterwards, like I said, in school too, but I'm still making it through at least the 10th grade. I, again, was kept back in the 3rd grade, so being kept back in the 11th means I'm going to graduate when I'm 19, right? So I go ahead and get my GED when I turn 18. And I don't just drop out of school. I talk to the principal at Groves about it, right? And I looking to go to Richard Arnold to get my GED, right? Adult education. Adult education. Oh, yeah. That's from Hall & Oates there. Afternoon in the hall room. They're about to let you go. Right, right. Mm-hmm. And again, right. Some of you are not getting what we're all dealing with, sex. Who use your partner, whether it's male or female, whether it's this or that, right? And those are choices you make for yourself and what you're attracted to. Guess what I'm attracted to? Women. You can't tell me who I'm attracted to unless you're acting, feeling that yourself. And then those are your feelings, by the way. Not necessarily mine, right? Now, the thing is, I'm not here to judge you, brother or sister or cousin or whatever you are. Whatever you are is what you are, right? That's fine. I don't judge you, right? But again, what is the issue? Love. Love also forgives your mistakes when you make them, right? What does it? Hatred. Now, do I look at a gay person and say, oh, you're gay? You gonna rape me because I'm a man? No, I don't know that. I don't know that. But there was more than one problem with Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, if you read the account in Judges about the Levite, that's a different account altogether. There, they actually send the concubine out to the men to see what they would do with her, and they rape her till morning, right? They abuse her all night and use her sexually, right? The Bible doesn't use a fancy word sex, right? That we have today, or intercourse, or coitus, right? It just says new knowledge of sexual intimacy, right? Now, they also could have did her in the butt since they're sons of Belial, right? But what is the real problem there? They're wanting to do someone who doesn't want sex with them, right? Which they showed through the woman what they wanted to do to him would murder him by morning as well. I don't know. See, if you want me and I say no, that's my choice, right? If you don't want me, all right, I don't care if you're a male. I'm looking for a female bride, and usually it's one, not a bunch, unless you all like what I'm saying, and then that's up to you per night, whatever, right? I don't know. I'm usually home pretty much all day, trying to figure out what to do. Do I go out and get lunch today? I need to get a few things. I need to get some milk. I'm out of milk. See the carton right there? It's out of milk. I need some milk. So on the way, I'm debating where to go, right? Do I go to my sister's again because they're serving chicken today, or do I go to no? Right. Or because I need to go to the Walmart or somewhere close by, right, where the milk is cheaper for what I need to buy. I also might need a few things from the dollar store now, and again. Well, I just ran out of the milk last night. Right. I didn't know if I would need any until I did, right? And I had about a small amount left, but enough to be about a cup, right? So again, right. That's what I need today, right? But I'm not going out, right, to lose time or have sex with someone. Again, I'm going out to what? Get what I need. Get what you need. Something to eat on the way out. Something from the Walmart, which is milk, right? And then something from the Dollar Tree. Again. In Rincon, Georgia. Because there's no such thing as privacy if you're trying to do an autobiography and you know you're living a good life otherwise. I know that's right. You're not doing nothing wrong, are you? That you gotta keep it private. That's the question. What are you doing that you have to keep it private? That if someone wants to find out, though, would you go to jail for it? Dude, huh? Is it murder? Is it rape? Is it pedophilia? Is it something you know you're supposed to do, like I said? Now, there's nothing wrong with a dad or a stepdad checking on the child, but not even going into the damn room to do so, right? Don't get me wrong there either, right? But if he's not back in the room with the wife, there's something weird going on there. Exactly, right. Or if he goes up and gets a late night snack, again, that don't include your daughter. Even if you don't think she's your daughter. And you're like a stepdad to her, who does, right? That's like Lisa Baker and her dad's situation, right? You know, some people just don't want to understand DNA differences, right? And they're there, and there are there. And the problem is what? You believe what you want to believe for whom you want to believe it. And again, my eyes swelling up again for no real good reason. No real good reason. Right. Why does it do that every now and then? We don't know. You don't know. And I'm taking the medications. That's not the problem, right? What would be the problem, right? You're focusing on my weight like it's killing me, right? And you're telling me my weight is killing me, even if I'm taking the medications. You think that's the problem? And I'm trying to believe, no, God don't want me to die whether I take the medications or not. But I take it. And see, I'm saying the opposite of you, Dr. Kilroy. And like I said, right, Roy is a common name, but if someone in my family is named Roy, I'm not talking to you. Or if I have another relative named Pam or Marla or whatever, right? As long as you're understanding, I'm trying to be your friend, not your lover, right? And your cousin, and we're all confused at that age, right? I don't judge you, right? Right. But it's not gay to not have sex with a cousin, even if they're older than you and she's too young to in your mind, right? And so are you to raise a child together, right? You know, she would have to put it up for adoption or something crazy like that. And this would still have to be in the 80s, right? And getting it up don't mean you have to use it on the female either if she's acting like she's not into it. That's what I keep telling you. That's called self-control and respecting the female's right to act like she's asleep, even if she should be, in your mind, waking up. If she don't wake up, you stop. Even with Molly, because she wouldn't wake up, I could only fill her up till I could wake her up. And if she didn't wake up, I had to stop filling her up. You know, that's why you're doing that. You're trying to see if she wants to do something with you. And if she don't, she don't. You can't do nothing about it. Now, I'm not going to undress her right there in her own bed. But even if someone's in my bed, I don't undress you just because you're in my bed. Right? If you're acting unresponsive, right? You're unresponsive for a reason. And then I go to sleep, right? If you don't do that, and I don't do that, right? It's two makes the thing go right. We both got to be agreed. If we're disagreed, you know, the feelings aren't because I'm not interested in women, but was tipped by a weird reaction with a step cousin, and not sure who to be with, but no better too. Not afraid to be with a woman, but are you afraid to admit what happened when you got in, and who was already asleep and who was awake, and that you don't know the difference between a wet dream and someone really coming on to you, do you? You don't know the difference, do you, Chris? There are not a lot of dumb Kowskis, are there? Friend. But if I know I like women, you can't change that in me. I know. Even if you want to experiment with me while I'm asleep, that don't count towards me knowing you're doing it. That's right. I'm not responding to it normally as my true self. Not to put gay people down who really feel attracted to the same sex. I can't do that about you either. If I love you, I accept how you feel, even if I can or can't change it. I do give you advice as to why, hey, that's not going to produce any fruit in your life, and why. Sex is also about having a baby, but if you don't want a baby or you feel the population is too big, that might be a reason not to do it, or to do it, right? What do you want me to say? That's love too, right? What's love got to do with it, though? Tina Turner says, what's love but a second-hand emotion, right? Well, love is the answer, honey. The man beating you don't love you as he loves himself, for he would not hurt his own flesh. You are bone of his bone and flesh of his flesh, unless he don't feel you are his true wife. And if you don't feel you're his true wife, leave the fucker. He's a bad dude. He don't really love you. If he's beating you, he don't love you. Because he's trying to pretend by hitting you, he would feel it in his own flesh. That's not what Paul means. But Paul does mean you're beating her to get her away from you. And if you don't want her, better to leave her than stay with her and keep beating her, right? And that's the problem too. Nobody knows what it's like to be the bad man, like the Who says, to be the sad man behind those eyes. Whatever color you got. If you're one of them, you're one of them. And I blame you. They blame you. Like Adam blamed Eve for his part in the deception when someone clearly asked the question of someone else in the garden to respond differently to the serpent like she did. And the person answered her, misdirected her, and said it was the tree in the middle of the garden. That's the tree of life, idiot. Why can't I eat of the fruit of the tree of life? Right? It's the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you're not supposed to eat of. Its fruits. Or evil works. Now Now, it's not about just sex, or not just sex. It's about love. No. See, I'm trying to love the ladies, or lady, not just steal one, right? That's why Moses knows you can have premarital sex. You just try to get married to the person you do it with. At some point in time, usually, yeah. But usually that's within a few years, right? If you're not marrying me within 18 months and we're getting further and further apart, yeah, I'm going to think you don't want me, Mary Beth. Break up with you. Break up with you. Maybe even cheat on you a little bit too, because I don't know what the hell you're doing with another man engaged to him, which is mixed signals, right? You won't clearly break up with me, right? Or is that what you want? See? Then what am I doing? What are you doing? You won't tell me simply it's not working out for you with me, right? I don't want nothing to do with your crazy ass. That's better than to leave me on and have sex with me periodically where I don't know where we're at. And where the next door neighbor is left with her boyfriend, who she's engaged to with a yin and yang ring, by the way. And she don't have nobody there when he goes out to sea, I guess. And then what? She came downstairs and we had sex and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, baby, I don't know, right? I'm not trying to be with her. But she's alone too because of her crazy boyfriend putting her in that situation, right? That's neither mine nor hers fault if we did something or not. But if we did, I'll tell her I'm having the same problem with my girlfriend. I don't know what to do with her either. Now, if you want to be on top, we can do something. Right. I keep telling you that. I don't mind if the girl's on top. I don't mind if the girl's on top. We're not going to stop. That sure ain't me, though. You can be on top and we don't have to stop. Until we're both finished. Until we're both finished, baby. Right. I give it to you, baby. Whoever that's by. I forgot who that's by. But anyway. I'm sure you've heard that one before on the radio. Exactly. All right, I gotta go out. See you soon.